Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. We're already pissed off. This show hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
At just about everything.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, so much to be pissed off by. Of course, Biden's speech last night.
Tremendous.
Oh, tremendous.
Tremendous.
Tremendous. It really was.
Makes you believe in America.
It was really tremendous. So, just to take the edge off, Keith found this rooster who really was doing his job. Was really gave it his all. Everything he had.
Good morning.
Wow.
We got it.
I'd shoot this thing.
You only have 10 chances.
We would be having rooster for dinner. Yeah. Good. Someone did.
That's what America feels like right now. Just falling over backwards at all the news of the day.
It's a good way to sneak in the animal video.
Like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. He cock-a-diddle-dooed so much that he fell over.
I didn't
That's
really
great.
even hear much of the doodle-doos.
No, there wasn't
Yeah.
much. But listen to the very beginning. Keith brings up an interesting thing. See if you can see what song this sounds like at the beginning. Come to the land of the ice and snow. Definitely.
The rooster should sue.
It's the start of Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Robert Plant should be suing that rooster right now. Okay.
Yeah, just to take the edge off a little bit.
Because we need it.
Because
Yeah.
then we get to this.
So
It's been recommended to me that we not even play the first two.
yeah, can we just skip the first two?
So what is that?
No.
I don't know why I even
There's
had
like
them
4
pulled.
videos.
Yeah, there's 4 clips.
There's
and
4
I,
clips from last
and
night.
I asked Nate to pull all of them, and now I'm
we got
thinking,
to. We got to know what he's planning here and plotting. What we need to tell our representatives who are going to be voting for this or against it. If this passes, and they're really making it out like it. If you vote it down in the Senate, we'll take away the nuclear option. Will you? Okay. All right. So they're going to eliminate the filibuster. They say
okay, so
if it doesn't pass in the Senate.
if they do that, then basically the future of gun ownership in America all boils down to what? Senator Manchin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it all comes down to then?
Essentially. Do we know where Manchin stands on this? Because it's already out there. It's already proposed. It's already written up.
No, I mean, I'm.
Well, this is just for the House so far, so maybe
Yeah.
he'll keep his powder
But
dry.
it's going to pass
No
in the
pun
House.
intended.
It will pass
Oh
in the
my
House.
gosh.
Yeah. Yep.
The Senate's the only chance we have.
I'm going to look that up. I haven't heard any.
I haven't either. I haven't heard where he stands on this. But here's Biden on what he wants to do.
I mean, West Virginia.
For God's sake.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go
How
again.
much more carnage are we willing to accept?
Pause it for a second. Okay,
How many more
we
innocent
got a president of the United States who's breaking a commandment in almost every speech.
Great point.
When you use God's name in anger like he does, like over and over and over and over again, that is taking his name in vain. And man, I want him to stop it. What he just thinks it makes him so tough and so powerful and so righteous. He's just got this righteous anger that he must let out. I can't take it. All right, let's hear what he had to say.
For God's sake. How much more carnage are we willing to accept? How many more innocent American lives must
Pause
be
it
taken
again.
before
Nobody's accepting this. Nobody said, okay, yeah, that's
No,
great.
that's
Give us
great.
another.
Oh, I hope there's more.
May I have another? No, nobody is accepting it. Nobody's accepting it. Everybody wants to do whatever we can to stop it, short of taking away all our freedoms. Because those who are willing to give up their freedom for their security will lose both and deserve neither. We've
that's pretty
lived
good.
on that principle for an awfully long time.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, just thought of that. It just came right to
Write it down.
Really?
You should
well,
use
after
it
I
again.
read it from Thomas Jefferson. And Ben Franklin said something very similar as well. But then it popped right off the top of my head. This guy is the worst. He's an absolute nightmare. Every day it just gets worse with him.
And by the way, taking away the law-abiding citizens' rights isn't going to solve the problem.
No, it's not. It's not going to mean we don't accept it anymore either, because it'll probably happen more.
For the record, I'd like to point out we have made it 10% of the way through one of 4 clips of Joe Biden talking about guns.
Yeah,
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. What else?
Lives must be taken before we say enough. Enough. I
We've
know
said
that we can't
enough
prevent
a million times.
Here's what I believe we have to do.
What do we want?
Here's what the overwhelming majority of American people believe we must do.
No. On
Here's
that,
what
you're
the
wrong.
families in Buffalo and Uvalde and Texas told us we must do.
all the places that are
We
written.
need to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Assault weapons and high.
If we can't ban assault weapons, then we should raise the age to purchase them from 18 to 21.
Okay.
Strengthen background checks.
Pause it for a second.
Enact
Let's
safe
also
store-
raise the voting age, okay, and the age at which you can join the military. All right, if you're going to do that, all right, let's
do
go
it
all
all.
the way. You
21
can't
across
vote
the
until
board.
you're 21. You can't go to war until you're 21, and you can't buy a weapon until you're 21. If that's the way you want to play it, that's the way it should be done. Of course, they won't, because it doesn't make any sense. All right.
Enact safe storage law and red flag laws.
Safe storage law?
Repeal the immunity that protects gun manufacturers from liability.
Pause it.
Address
Gun manufacturers don't have immunity. They don't have immunity. Remington was just sued. Was it the beginning of this year or
Yeah,
late
it
last
was-
year? I think it was this year.
Wasn't at least the resolution of the case was this year for
Right.
sure. Yeah.
Payout, yeah.
He keeps repeating lies over and over and over.
And he's about to double down on this lie.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
address the mental health crisis,
wait, no. It's later. Never
deepening
mind.
the trauma of gun violence and as a consequence of that violence.
You see that?
He
You see what that is
just
right there?
Terrible.
That is not, let's address the mental health crisis beforehand. He's talking about after there's been, I don't know, Democrats have pivoted off of protecting the schools and mental health because they're like, screw that. We're going for the guns.
That's because they actually don't care about children's safety. If they did, they wouldn't be such abortion nuts. They don't care about the children at all. What they're after are the guns. They want to take them away from the American people, and they're not going to be happy until they do. Was that the entirety of clip one?
That's clip one. Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations.
All right. Congratulations.
All right.
We made it through.
We got
It's
there.
fantastic. I told you it was
Pretty amazing.
tremendous.
Yeah.
You even have to pack a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the
No.
long ride there.
Well, we don't have any peanut butter. There's none on the show.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry, this is America. I forgot. That's right, man.
Speaking of that, these shortages are incredible.
They are. That's amazing.
My wife and I took our youngest daughter to a car dealership the other day, to a Honda dealership. And because, we just want to
must
get
have
her
been busy.
something reliable that she can use at school and stuff.
You need a new car too?
You do?
Why didn't you bring Jeffy along? He needs a new car too.
Huh.
I mean,
That's
anyway.
interesting. Anyway, we get there, and the salesman greets us, as they do, because they're obnoxious. And, I mean, we don't even get in the dealership before he's like on us.
I hate those people that are doing their
hate
jobs.
that.
I hate
it.
them.
You can do your job.
I hate them.
Just back off a little bit. Back off.
Yeah, don't be like Spike.
Quit
in
trying
the
to
other dog.
assist
Right.
me.
Hey, can I help you a car? I can
Spiking.
find you a car.
Quit
Yeah.
trying to
Come on,
assist
Chester.
me in purchasing a product on my lot.
Shut up. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he's like, how can I help you? And I said, well, we're looking for, I don't know, like a Honda Civic.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we don't have any. Oh, you don't have any Honda Civics? Is this not a Honda dealership? Yeah, we don't have any Honda Civics. What about an Accord? We don't have
Yeah,
any.
we don't have one.
We don't have any. What kind of Honda sedan, small sedan, do you have? Small, mid-size, whatever? None. We don't have any.
Oh.
What do you have? We have that.
What is that?
And he points to an SUV.
SUV?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're thankful he was there to help you.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Well, that's safer for your daughter. Joe Biden's America's doing you a favor.
At a Honda dealership, they have no Hondas, except for the Honda SUV.
Third worldification of America well underway.
He said, it's amazing. Since I got here, which was 5 years ago, we had 1,600 new vehicles on the lot. Now we have 20.
Oh.
You have 20 vehicles?
Oh.
Yep. I said, well, when are you going to get? Do you know when you're getting another shipment? Yes. I think he said next Tuesday, and all but 2 of them are already sold. Before they've gotten to the lot? Yeah. Man.
That is
okay. So that's the shortage that's going on, and the third worldification of the United States of America.
Incredible.
Well
Must be
underway.
proud. Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. Here's more on what Biden wants to do.
Allows a gun sale to go through after 3 business days, even if the background check has not been completed. And the House is planning even more action next week.
Yeah, they are.
Safe storage requirements,
Safe storage.
banning of high capacity magazines, raising the age to buy an assault weapon to 21,
You already talked
federal
about that.
red flag law,
Red flag. There we go.
codifying my ban on ghost guns that don't have
Ghost
serial
guns.
numbers and
That's
can't
a
be
serious,
traced.
Pause it for a second. That's a serious problem, man. The ghost gun situation. All the dead bodies because of ghost guns. And who saw that coming? Only ghosts. Those are the only ones who saw it coming. And it was too late by the time they saw it. So
In that red flag thing, I was watching an interview.
didn't stop this one.
Well, yeah, and I was watching an interview on CNN with an NRA representative who was saying how these states aren't entering in the information. And so you can look in a database, but the information isn't there because nobody's putting in this information to be able to look it up ahead of time. So it doesn't show up when you go in for a background check because
Perfect.
it's not being put in. And,
I wonder why, because they don't have employees to
well,
do
he
it?
was saying how the federal government will give funding for gun-related stuff, but they won't give funding for employees to put in this information. I don't know. It's
Crazy.
It's a mess, and there's going to be a
state
lot.
level payment. We're not paying for that. States need to do that.
And then exactly. And then it's a way for them to blame the states later, the federal government, and then crack down even harder. They're going to get some stuff out of this for sure. And I think that when he mentioned it, raising the age limit, I think that's going to happen. You guys think you get the sense that some of this stuff is going to go
I
through?
get the sense that almost all of it's going through.
Yeah, it feels that way.
I don't know what the safe storage thing. I haven't looked that up, but if they're talking about in your house, and I have no idea.
Safe
Oh, I'm sure
storage.
they are. I'm sure
You know
they're-
where I like to put my AR-15 on the kitchen table and just leave it there for when the grandkids come over and they like to look at it and pick it up,
that's
spin
cool.
it around. Some of them like to play cowboys and Indians. Now they don't play Indians because that's not right.
No.
So they play cowboys and other cowboys who aren't as nice as the other
In fact,
cowboys.
my wife's
That's what they
granddaughter
play.
this past weekend came over and she sat down cross-legged, and I about went through the roof.
Uh-huh.
Don't be
Good
sitting
for you.
cross-legged like that.
Cultural
man. Thank you.
appropriation.
No,
No.
I
No.
won't have it.
Yeah, and then the Glock that I used to have, but of course all of these weapons were lost in a boating accident.
Yeah, that you used to have.
Yeah,
Formerly,
but the one I used to have, I used to leave that out in the living room on the couch, just in case there was a fly that came by or whatever, and we used to target practice with the fly. Show me, kids, who can hit the fly with your Glock when it comes by. It was fun. It was
Right?
fun.
There are
Yeah.
so many. There's so many bills in Congress right now. But one of them says you have to store it at a storage facility or a gun range. Okay, shut
What?
up,
Okay,
you.
so yeah,
Your
they won't
personal
let you
gun?
keep it.
That's the Kimberly Vaughn Firearm Safe Storage Act.
So when somebody breaks into your house, hey, hang on!
Yeah.
I gotta run down to the gun range.
I mean, you've
Get me
already-
my gun.
Guess who
You
introduced
already have
this
to
one?
have the
Sheila Jackson Lee.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
jeez.
you already have to have they want you to have the safe with the thumbprint or the access code, right? I mean, you can't have it out. You can't have it sitting out on the table to shoot flies with. No way.
In my house, I can have it out on the
See, it
table.
used to be a
shoot
man's
flies
house
with.
was his castle. Not
Yeah,
anymore.
not anymore.
And back in the day, I know we live in a different America today, but I mean, I remember, plenty of gun racks
Oh,
in homes
I
with rifles
grew up in
and
Montana.
guns and
Everybody
ammunition, and
had a
that's
gun rack.
the gun. That's the gun storage cabinet.
Yeah.
and you don't mess with it. I'm
people
going
had-
to take them out, and we'll take them outside, and we'll use them. I'll show you how to use them. We'll do this, but you don't mess with it in the house. It's just insane that we have to. We're so.
People had gun racks in their trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the back thing, where the cab is, there were gun racks. And almost everybody who had a truck, at least in Montana, had a gun rack and a weapon on it.
Well, I mean,
or 2, or 3, or 5.
Town is like the killing
in Helena,
field.
you had to. That's right.
Well, congratulations. We've made it through 2 clips.
That was the end of the clip?
That was the end of the clip.
Oh, nice.
By the way, I did not have Nate pull the clip where there was a Beau Biden reference. I'm sorry, we avoided that. We avoided that.
Was there really?
No, what did he say about him?
What did he say?
When he was he Attorney General or something in Delaware? Whatever he was. He's like, he helped get such and such passed. My son, Beau. Got it.
Wow.
We got to talk about his living son a little bit later. Because his living son's ex-wife has written a new expose.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She has a book coming out, I think, next week. But the excerpts are out already.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's fun. It's fun. It's really fun.
I mean, this is what you get when you have a...
Makes you want to hang out with them, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
As Sky News in Australia said, this is what you get when you order a president by mail.
It's good.
Funny.
Wow, what a great line.
Great line.
That pisses me off that it came from the office.
You should go watch 2,000 Mules.
Jeez. Oh, I bet they have.
Oh, yeah.
That's Sky News in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. They really are. If you're a dog owner, you know what taking care of your pet means. It's more than just giving them food and water, and it's trying to keep them healthy and happy and active. And that's where Rough Greens comes in. That's what I use for my dog. I just sprinkle the stuff on. Well, I don't, but my wife does.
Oh, wow.
Our dog. Yeah.
Make it her job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She insisted on the dog. She has the dog all the time. The dog follows her around, so she sprinkles the Rough Greens on there.
Oh, man. Putting some boots on in the house. That's what I like. That's what I like.
Yes, sir. That's who rules our house.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So that's the only way she'll eat her food. And then she gets all the vitamins and minerals and probiotics and antioxidants she needs. And most dogs really just love the taste. I don't know what it is. It's like doggy crack for them. It's like Hunter Biden going after blow on the bellies of hookers. I mean, that's what it is to them. That's what it means to these dogs. But if you want to make sure that your dog is going to react the same way mine did and Glenn's and Stu's dogs did, so Rough Greens wants to send you a free bag to try out. All you have to do is pay shipping. Just go to roughgreens.com, ruffgreens.com, or call 833-783-3364.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right. So we made it through half of the videos so far.
Good.
These were the first 2 were supposedly the worst, and they were bad. They were bad.
Did I say they were the worst?
Didn't you say they were?
Yeah, that's true. I did. I guess. Yeah, I kind of sold it that way. Yeah. But
number 3 is
though.
good though, right? Number 3, we're going to agree wholeheartedly.
Now that I look at this, 3 and 4 are actually worse. So
good.
I'm sorry.
All right. Here he is talking about the gun industry and their wonderful immunity.
Okay.
We should repeal the liability shield that often protects gun manufacturers from being sued for the death and destruction caused by their weapons.
Wow.
They're the only
Often
industry in this
protects.
country that has that kind of immunity.
Pause it for a second.
Imagine.
Oh, God. I just can't take this guy. Really? They're the only industry that has that kind of protection?
That's what he said.
Yeah, that is what he said. But of course, it's a stinking lie. I give you Pfizer and Moderna as examples of just 2 in the pharmaceutical industry where you've offered them and mandated immunity for them. The nerve of this guy. It's unbelievable. The lies. And he just keeps saying them, so I guess he thinks if he just keeps repeating the same lie, people are going to, it must be true.
Fine.
He keeps saying it. He hasn't corrected that yet. And despite the fact everybody's fact-checked it and proven it false for Pinocchios. I mean, look at what the Washington Post says about this claim. It's asinine.
Yeah, he did manage to keep a mention of cannons and Kevlar vests for deer out of the speech. So
No way.
Making
Did he
progress.
really?
Making
that?
progress.
I thought for sure he would. I was going to lose a TV if he mentioned that.
But gun manufacturers don't have just blanket immunity. And pharmaceuticals do. All right, let's start from the beginning with that knowledge.
Okay.
We should repeal the liability shield that often protects gun manufacturers from being sued for the death and destruction caused by their weapons. They're the only industry
pause
in
it
this
one more
country
time.
that has
Can't.
Often protects.
Can you imagine? Do we hold Ford accountable for the vehicular homicides? I don't think so. Do we hold anybody accountable for somebody who illegally uses their product or uses it for illegal purposes? No. Do you sue knife manufacturers when someone gets stabbed with one of their knives? Jeez. I have these fantastic Japanese knives at home. I think we've talked about them a time or two. They're a sponsor, and they're the best knives I've ever seen by far. Now, if I were to cut somebody's head off with those, would you sue that manufacturer?
I might.
I don't think so.
I might.
Because if I cut your head off, which I'm leaning toward doing it.
You're
right
feeling
now.
it today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Then you
Is
should
that a
probably
threat?
hold me accountable, not the knife.
Just before you do that, Pat, let me know so I can hit record on my phone and make for some good clicks later.
I mean, I would tell my family to give it a shot, right? Because you wouldn't have thought about doing it and attempted it without knowing,
the knife,
without knowing that
and how
Japanese
sharp it
knife
is, and
was
go
so sharp
right
and so
through
good.
your
Yeah.
big fat neck. Yeah,
Wow, that would sell. That would move product.
that would.
If it can get through that, what can it cut?
Well, let's see.
That's a good line for the commercial. These things will cut right through Jeffy's neck. I mean, right through with one fell swoosh.
No joke.
No joke. I'm not joking.
And we didn't even sharpen it before this demonstration,
All right, let's see what else you had to say. This is great stuff.
right?
They're the only industry in this country that has that kind of immunity.
Shut up.
Imagine if the tobacco industry had been immune from being sued, where we'd be today. The gun
Where would we be?
industry's special protections are outrageous. It must end.
No, it really must. They're there for a reason, and it's not because we want them to be able to manufacture weapons of mass destruction that kill people. It's because they're not. You can't hold them accountable for somebody's illegal action with their product. If I take this Sharpie and jam it right through Jeffy's skull,
Wait, let me start recording. Hang on. Here we go.
are you gonna be able to sue Sharpie because I used their product illegally?
Again, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to have
Stupid. It's stupid.
Wait, I'm rolling, and we're not going to do this now.
Probably not. It's too far right now. You'd have some dead air while I walk
Here,
over
let
there.
me lean in.
Would you?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That would be helpful if you would. Is there more? Have we gotten through
I think
yet?
that's it for that one. Now the next one though is this is going to cause a disturbance in the force.
All right.
When you see clip 4, hang on.
There we go.
For so many of you at home, I want to be very clear.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
This is not about taking away anyone's guns. It's not about vilifying gun owners. We believe we should be treating responsible gun owners as an
Gum?
example of how every gun owner should behave.
want gum. I like gum.
I respect the culture and the tradition,
Do you?
concerns of lawful gun owners.
This is
At
agonizing.
the same time,
Oh, it gets
He
better.
the
respects.
Second Amendment, like all other rights, is not absolute.
No,
Whoa,
it is.
whoa.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it actually is.
Okay, but
It's about as absolute as you can get. Shall not be infringed. Pretty clear. It's like the founding fathers are using his line and his former boss's line. Let me be clear. These rights shall not be infringed. That's pretty dang clear.
and he didn't just stick that line to the Second Amendment. He said, like all rights.
Like all rights.
Play that again. He's saying no right
None of them
is
are-
absolute. Bro.
At the same time, the Second Amendment, like all other rights, is not absolute.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what he believes.
Of course.
Yeah, it is. They're literally trying to set fire to the U.S. Constitution. And they're doing a pretty good job of it. They
Yes,
got the
they
match
are.
lit. They've got the edge of the Constitution over
That's
the
for
flame. It's bad.
I mean, the 80
really bad.
candles are burning.
Yep. Yep. Wow.
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, huh, gentlemen?
It is.
And then you got, I know Pelosi's already talking about limiting it to magazines that can hold 10 rounds.
Nobody needs 10 rounds.
Nobody needs 10 rounds.
Who needs 10 rounds in their gun? What are you? Do the deer have Kevlar vests in the forest? Is that what you're saying to me? If we're equipping deer with Kevlar vests, maybe then you need 10 rounds. But nobody needs 10 rounds. What are you going to do with it?
It's a funny story. I told a guy in Delaware we were hunting.
Yeah.
Down in the ravine.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
And
what do you got? Deer wearing Kevlar vests now? No joke.
No joke. That's no joke?
Yeah.
That's not a joke. Did you really say that?
I'm beginning to not like this guy.
Are you?
Is that where you're at?
I'm beginning to
that's
not
unfortunate.
like this guy.
That's unfortunate.
Congress is about ready to act. They already got the markup and everything yesterday. We've got
to do something.
good people.
You know, because
something has to be done.
something has to be done. And we haven't done anything. We didn't do anything after Sandy Hook. We didn't do anything after Parkland. We didn't do anything after the Buffalo shooting. And we're going to do something now. That's the battle cry. By the way, we have done things. They have passed legislation. They have done gun control. After almost all of those, they snuck something through in virtually every case. But they continue to lie about everything that comes out of their mouths. When it comes to guns, Congress will do whatever it takes, according to Congressman
Never heard of this
What's
guy.
his name?
Mondaire Jones?
Mondaire Jones.
I don't know. New York. This is fun.
Mondaire Jones.
This guy's fun.
Huh.
He's good.
All right.
Enough of your thoughts and prayers. Enough. Enough.
You're telling me I can't pray
You will
anymore
not stop us from advancing the Protecting Our Kids Act today. You will not stop us from passing it in the House next week, and you will not stop us there.
Yeah.
If the filibuster obstructs us,
Right.
we will abolish it.
Oh.
If the Supreme Court objects, we will expand it, and we will not rest until we have taken weapons of war out of circulation in our communities. Each and every day, we will do whatever it takes to end gun violence, whatever it takes.
Oh, man.
What we will do is not fail the children of this country the way that you have failed us. The generations of Columbine,
What, the children
Sandy
failed
Hook,
us?
Uvalde. I yield back, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Look at Nadler. Oh, we got a
Congressman Yield.
we got a fun Nadler clip too.
Oh, he's
Really?
Oh, there's a
With
couple.
Massey?
The last few days,
yeah.
he's been.
Yeah, you'll want to play this Massey clip with Nadler here. That's the next one here. If you
Yeah,
want.
let's see it.
Watch this.
We recognize different ages for different purposes. We recognize 18 for the draft. We recognize 16 for driving in some states. We recognize 21 for drinking.
Got it.
So we recognize different ages for different purposes.
Massey?
That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Could I have a second to engage that?
Certainly. I'll yield to the gentleman from Kentucky.
Would the chairman join me in co-sponsoring a bill to raise the draft age to 21?
No.
No.
The
Of
chairman
course he
feels
wouldn't.
that their brains
No.
aren't fully formed at 18, 19, and 20.
Yeah.
The research does indicate that in certain respects, but the Selective Service needs, I mean, if the country needs people, it needs people.
It needs people whose brains aren't fully formed.
It's great.
Yes,
yield
it does
back.
actually.
That's awesome.
That's part of the argument that
Wow.
they're making. Look, your brain's
Yeah.
not fully formed. Why should you own a weapon until
Right.
21? And
Right.
Massey's like, okay, so why are we sending them off to war? I don't know. I don't know. You need people in a war. That's your answer. Okay, good job, Jerry.
Bad. And note, it's always Democrats when talking about the draft. They blame Republicans for doing that. Oh, they want to institute the draft. I never hear Republicans mention that. I never hear that proposed by
And he
Republicans.
just was offered point blank, will you co-sponsor a bill for me
No.
to increase the draft to 21?
No. It would not surprise me at all to see them propose a draft as well now.
Oh.
Makes you wonder what
Would
they have
not
planned
surprise
for
me.
Russia and Ukraine, too.
Yeah, it sure does. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. Some tweets here. Rowdy introvert tweets. I like the world better when crazy wasn't cultural currency. Jimmy Dimples, address the mental health crisis. Address the mental health crisis, Biden? Great. I'm all for it. So when do you resign? see what he is. I think he's part of the mental health crisis. Carol Remarks tweets, I used to sell cars. The managers insist that we greet you.
Well, of course.
Well, yeah, but at least let me get in the building. And the one time
wandering out there on the lot.
The one time I didn't greet a woman, she looked me in the eye and said, "I guess you don't want to sell me a car today."
There you go.
Boy, no. I can't imagine what you're going to be like at the negotiating table.
Right. Ugh. Anthony Osh says, we can sue the gun companies. We can't sue the manufacturers of the COVID vaccine. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's the way they like it. David Hogg tweeted. Was this from yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
It's an important one.
Is it?
Yeah, you need to know what David Hogg is thinking at any given time. Non-Americans should not come here until our country does something about gun safety. Oh, no, don't say that, David.
Oh, no.
Your kids are not safe here, and neither are you. What are you, a xenophobe, encouraging people not to come and just using the gun thing as an excuse? Huh. We get to the real David Hogg. Please request that your government put out a travel advisory to tell your citizens that it's not safe for citizens to come to visit the United States.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Do not come.
Do not come.
Thank you.
There you go.
There it is. There you have it. So let it be written. So let it be done.
David Hogg.
David Hogg. The worst. Hey, how's that pillow company going for you, David? Oh, and there he is on a pillow.
There he is. There it is.
David Boss Hogg.
He was going to crush Mike Lindell of My Pillow, and he didn't even didn't sell a single pillow, and he left the company. He found out it was hard. It's hard.
Having a job is difficult.
It's hard. I love it.
He found out it's hard.
Yeah, so I left. So great. That's one of my favorite things in the last couple of years. I'm going to crush Mike Lindell. He's terrible. He's an a-hole. I'm going to show him how to sell pillows in a progressive way.
What was the name of that?
Yeah, I'm resigning.
This was too hard.
It's hard. It was hard.
What was the name of that company?
I didn't know it was going to be hard. I don't know if you Google David Hogg and pillow.
Good Pillow.
Good Pillow.
Okay,
Good
so then
pillow.
they had a
it's not My Pillow. It's Good Pillow.
They had a Twitter account that just stopped tweeting, and I'm trying to find it here. Good Pillow.
So Good Pillow's probably dead, right? It's gone.
Oh well, now it says launching July 22. So it looks like they moved on
nice.
without.
All right, yeah, they moved on
the
without
Hogg.
I hope they'll be okay.
I know. Without his genius,
I know.
Oh, that company is in trouble.
Yeah. So there we go.
All right.
They're full speed ahead.
All right. Believe it or not, we actually missed a couple of Joe Biden gems last week. And we wanted to show you that, just to reassure you, because we were a little pissed off by the gun stuff, but this will fix everything because he's on top of inflation.
Oh, good.
Here it is.
You gotta be frustrated. I know.
I know.
I can taste it.
You can
Frustrated by
taste
high
it?
prices, by gridlock in Congress.
Taste frustration.
Did he
taste it?
Run that again.
Yeah, he can taste your frustration. Get away from me, bro.
You gotta be frustrated. I know.
I know.
I can taste it. Frustrated by high prices, by gridlock in Congress.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, huh?
No, I'm frustrated by his idiocy. That's what frustrates me.
I love how they have
taste
him propped right in between tackling inflation and lowering costs on the wall behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes it good then. You're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not.
No,
but
he's not.
Go ahead. You put it on the wall. That means you are.
Gas prices, again, I think, hit an all-time high for the fourth or fifth day in a row. Oh, yep, there it is. $4.76 a gallon now.
Bob's on top of that, man.
Yesterday it was $4.71. That's another 5 cents.
Yeah. No worries, though, because he's going to go over to Saudi Arabia.
At Costco.
And make sure that
they did agree to up their production.
Yeah, like 600,000 or 700,000 barrels.
Well, 50%.
Big deal.
Man, I wish we had oil in this country so we didn't have to go to other places like that.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have a drop.
Shoot.
We don't have a drop.
Yeah, at
of oil.
Costco, the cheap place on Wednesday was $4.09. Yesterday it was $4.16. So,
yeah, I paid $4.15 at Sam's. I mean, the same, at the big box store was $4.15. And then this morning I drove by like the Murphy gas station that's Walmart. They were knocked up to $4.45, and they've been about under $4.20.
They were knocked up?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
They're
That's how you
pregnant and
split
they're raising their prices?
What is going on at Murphy Oil?
A lot of stuff going on.
A lot
there.
of business.
A lot of serious business going on there. No kidding.
And
a lot of business.
What was the national average again? 472?
476.
476. I can't keep up. I mean,
$4.76
national average
per gallon. That's not the total. That's not the price you pay to fill up.
Wait,
we're getting close. We're getting close to what it used to be for a full gallon, a full tank of gas.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
There were probably tanks, 35, 40 years ago.
$5 fill you up.
You fill up for, $4.76 a gallon.
Yeah.
Now that's 1 gallon. Congratulations, America. We're on the right track. All righty.
But so he's tackling inflation, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
But let's not forget,
lowering costs.
It's good that inflation hasn't come down because.
So why is he tackling it?
Let's not forget, inflation is a strength.
And I agree with what Chairman Powell said last week, that the number one threat is the strength, and that strength that we build is inflation.
Is a strength, and that strength.
So why is he tackling that? If it's such a good thing.
I don't know. It's a strength. So I don't know why you tackle it. I don't know. And I guarantee neither does he.
No.
Neither does he. And the baby formula crisis, that's getting resolved. He's hard at work on that, and some people have jumped in to help cover this whole thing. So don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Here's what he's done.
Today, we're announcing the United Airlines has agreed to offer cargo space for Kendall NutriCare for the delivery of 3.7 bottles of the formula.
No way.
In the States.
Wait, how much?
3.7 bottles?
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow, can they spare that many? Is it safe to ship 3.7 bottles of formula all at once? I'm worried about this. I mean, I applaud his effort.
Yeah.
But have they thought this through?
I know.
3.7 bottles?
I mean, are they cutting back on carry-on luggage, or
I hope.
What's happening?
Boy, it also begs the question: what happened to that 0.3 of a bottle?
They can't fit it in.
Did some kid just take a little off the top?
We can't fit 4.
The cargo planes are jam-packed at 3.7. You can't go for
and
the
like
other
Jeffrey
3.10s.
said, they took a suitcase off to make room for
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. Sorry, we'll have that delivered to your home by bus.
I mean, it's not a full 4 bottles.
No.
But it's close. What do you want from him?
Okay, so if you're
Give him
writing
a chance.
if you're putting this stuff into a teleprompter, right, for him to read, and then someone gets mad at you because he screws up a number, you look at him, you're like, well, what should I have written? What should I have written?
Yeah. I wrote 3.7 million bottles. What do you want?
Yeah.
If I had written millions and just said millions or several millions or something like that, he would have screwed up and said several billion.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called Operation Fly Formula, right?
Yes.
It is called that, right?
Yes, it is.
Because I saw a headline
That's
where...
a catchy name.
I saw one of the headlines now where they were trying to say, has donated an Operation Formula flight. So...
What?
Is that what United is calling it, Operation Formula Flight, or they just don't want to call it Operation Fly Formula?
I don't know.
I'm guessing that somebody said maybe we not call it Operation Fly Formula.
All I know is, Jeffy, you're straying from the important part of this, and that's that we've got 3.7 full bottles.
Well,
okay, not full. We've got 3.7 bottles of formula on the way for America's babies.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
That would feed one baby for almost a day. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good.
Well, if it's your child, then
you're happy.
You're thanking Mr. Joe. You're thanking and who, by the way, yesterday, because he's Mr. Twitter as well. He tweeted out his plan to tackle inflation. He's going to fix it. I mean, look at the steps right there. I mean, he's got it all laid out for us.
This one?
Yeah.
This is his plan?
Mm-hmm.
To tackle inflation.
My plan is let the Fed do its job.
That's how we got here, bro.
Okay.
Lower
Because she's on top of it.
lower everyday costs for Americans. Well, that's really specific.
That honestly sounds like a third grader wrote a paper
doesn't
and
it?
just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna wait." How?
Okay, here's how I'm going to lower inflation because I'm going to lower everyday costs for Americans. Yeah, how?
It's like
By lowering the cost.
I mean, that is like seriously a middle schooler running for class president.
And then he's going to keep reducing the deficit. Which, man, if it
Hello.
goes down anymore, I mean, we're going to be in gravy train days. It's going to be the Roaring 20s all over again.
Oh. Boy, these 20s are the exact opposite of the last 20s.
Now, let me ask you a question. If they pay for more college debt, does that lower the deficit as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
And I am
that's good.
Not a mathematician.
Yeah, and
by any stretch of the imagination, but
what are the kind of colleges they're saying they're
Corinthian?
Corinthian. Is that like the Ricardo Montalban colleges with rich Corinthian leather?
Nobody knows who that is.
Is that what Corinthian colleges. What is that? I've never heard that term before. Have you?
Yeah, they said that there was.
I wish we should play that ad so we know who Ricardo Montalban is.
I don't know details other than they said that there was some dishonesty in the debts that were taken there, taken on by students. But they did say if you've already paid for that, you're not getting reimbursed. So if you followed the rules and you actually paid this stuff back, sucks for you. If you had debt still, you could have capitalized. I mean, again, we're incentivizing not following what you signed on to.
Yeah,
again,
right.
I don't know the details to the Corinthian thing. But I think.
Well, I think it's Ricardo Montalban.
Okay.
Check out this verbo.
Let's see here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a dumb commercial before the commercial.
Oh, I hate that. Come on, YouTube, stop making money.
Here we go. No, that's not it either, is it? Let's see.
Patented transverse front suspension keeps Cordoba's ride luxurious.
Cordova.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, here it is.
Is to experience the pleasure of a truly roadworthy automobile in the Chrysler tradition of luxury.
Right.
Yes, even rich Corinthian leather.
Rich Corinthian leather. So these are colleges that produce
That's awesome.
the rich Corinthian leather.
Ricardo Montalban.
Who could have seen that becoming a scam?
It's better to look good than to feel good.
Don't you agree, my darling? The plane, boss, the plane.
He was a huge spokesperson for them for a long time, man. He made that company a lot of money.
Yeah, he did. He was also great in Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, he was.
He was great. He was totally ripped. I mean,
he's Ricardo Montalban.
Such an impressive body that people said, "Hey, why was he wearing a prosthetic during that?" He wasn't. That was really him. So, there you go. And rich Corinthian leather. Now, the Corinthians, though, aren't going to get paid back the money they loaned to college students.
Why not?
Because I guess, did they mislead them in some way? Say they were going to get jobs afterwards, and sometimes they didn't? I don't know.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. But didn't they get a special dispensation because of COVID? They should have gotten a special, we were trying to get them jobs, but you shut everything down.
Print some more money.
Yeah. All right, let me tell you about Omega XL. Things are so painful, physically, emotionally, mentally difficult time. But actual pain happens too from time to time, and your joints flare up. There's 360 of them. Something's bound to go wrong. Just with aging and then the beating that we take every day. That's why I take Omega XL, because it really does work. It goes right to the inflammation, calms it down, plus helps restore SPMs. SPMs are nature's way of keeping our joints healthy. And then as we age, we don't produce enough of them. Omega XL can restore those and rejuvenate your joints and muscles. Stop being in pain. Give this a try. It is not something you're going to become addicted to. It's not a drug. It's all natural. OmegaXL.com/Pat. Go there, buy your first bottle, and they're going to throw in a second one for free. You buy one, you get one free at OmegaXL.com/Pat or 800-844-4888.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Even CNN is starting to get off the Biden bandwagon.
Huh.
I mean, they actually did some... they told the truth yesterday about a couple of things. They're pointing out some of Biden's failures, and there are many. Listen to this.
I think the challenge for them is to make sure that they don't look like they're behind the eight ball. They looked flat-footed and caught behind Afghanistan, inflation. They just had to apologize this week. Baby formula. The list goes on. I think that's the main central problem for them.
Huh?
Wait,
what?
There's so much.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was 10 or 15 seconds.
But it's a start.
Of truth.
It is a start.
That's a start. You got to start somewhere.
And then you had the Secretary of Energy talking about the gas prices yesterday. When is it going to come down? When is it coming down?
To our, the Department of Energy has an Energy Information Administration, which is an objective entity that does analysis, projecting the prices of gasoline. They say that things might stabilize by the end of this year, but that the price of gas is likely to remain above $4 a gallon.
Oh, wow. So what's your
That's
plan?
what they
then?
Say.
Here's her plan.
That's what they say.
We got a plan?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's got a plan.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Here's
We're
the
going
plan.
to do this. We're going to get to this clean energy economy.
No.
One hydroelectric project, one solar panel,
No.
one wind turbine, one geothermal project, one advanced nuclear reactor,
my
one
car's gonna
electric
run
vehicle,
on
one battery
the
at a
wind
time.
turbine?
And
Yeah.
that is all part of the silver buckshot to get to that 100% clean future.
Silver buckshot.
Drill for oil, you
Here we are
idiots.
in shortages and prices so high, average Americans can't afford to pay them. And she's talking about this bull crap.
Yeah, she wants you to put a windmill on top of your car, which is going to make it difficult getting under the overpass
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But hey, at least your car will be going again. I mean, this administration is just so terrible.
Instead of a sunroof, we're going to have a solar panel roof.
Which I'm
from
not
now
opposed
on.
to if it works.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I guarantee you, it wouldn't.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And the country is on fire. It's burning. Will we let it burn to the ground? Democrats are doing their best to burn it right to the ground. We'll see. We got some tweets here. Learning to blind tweets. The real question of the day is, did David Hogg's pillow company last longer than CNN Plus? No, actually,
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did.
I know. I don't think it did. They may be neck and neck, but it didn't last that long.
Rodney in Virginia. So Joe Biden is frustrated. Not sure why. The country is being destroyed. Lackey lacks. Rowdy introvert. Pretty sure every time Biden interjects the phrase, you know the deal, when speaking, it's because he doesn't know the deal. That is.
Know the thing or?
The thing or the deal.
Or the deal. Oh, so either the
Either
deal
one.
or the thing.
From Jeff Haas, logic, if one's rights are raised based on age, does he mean erased? Or raised, like a building is raised?
No, if you go from 18 to 21.
Okay, you're raising the age. Yes.
Like suggested by the Democrats.
Then marriage, abortion, gender reassignment, owning computers, cell phones, driving, voting, drinking, entering the military, law enforcement, work should all be equal based on the brain is not fully developed until age 21. And that would make sense. If that's your theory, and that's the excuse you're using to keep 18-year-olds out of doing certain things, well, then you should apply it to everything. And we got this note from Pathead Atomic Mom, listening to the podcast late today regarding the supercomputer at Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and the quintillion calculations a second. It's actually 2 quintillion calculations per second. Think about that. You go millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, then quintillions. That is just a ridiculous number. You can't even get your head around it.
I can't.
And we mentioned
That's not saying
yesterday,
much.
if you go by seconds, let's just say you a quintillion seconds ago, what do you think that is? Like, I don't know, 1999, right?
Yeah. Okay.
1884.
Okay. When is the?
Okay, 2000 BC.
So a
All right,
quintillion.
it's 7000 BC. No, it would be 64 billion BC. 2 quintillion seconds ago.
Quintillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Quintillion.
it was. Yeah, quintillion.
2 quintillion seconds ago was 64 billion years.
Seems like a while back.
It does. Well, it's before the Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like way before. The Big Bang happened about 14 billion years ago. So, yeah, that's a lot. Anyway, that's just to give you some sort of perspective.
Also, another perspective, just quickly. CNN Plus still coming in at number 1. This story dated in April 13th is when David Hogg said he was no longer part of Good Pillow Venture.
All right.
And it said that he started it in February. So that is longer than the 28, 29 days of CNN.
They're still the champion. Still the champion.
Good stuff.
Okay, but Atomic Mom writes that, yes, that computer is used to simulate nuclear explosions. So are they simulating war all those times? And then calculating our odds of surviving it, maybe? I don't know. Since the U.S. is barred by treaty from conducting actual tests, they do computer simulations on the different weapons. Then they analyze the data to determine if the nuclear stockpile is still in good shape.
Okay.
How many times do you have to do that? A quintillion times?
I mean, are we good?
I mean, maybe we...
What if you do it 50 times and you don't waste the energy on
we sent
2
a couple of those
quintillion?
guys over to input some red flag information into the federal database. What do you
Thank
say?
you.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, they'll do it. All right. So then the Department of Energy runs all of the computer weapons labs in the country. It was put under civilian control after World War II because they thought it'd be a bad idea to have the military in charge of the nukes. Anyway, this is what my husband does, too, here in Los Alamos. Sometimes the tests take 3 to 4 days to run. At 2 quintillion calculations per second, it takes 4 days.
Man.
Wow.
I mean...
That stuff I can't even begin to.
I feel like they're done, and then they're just partying. They just
That's kinda what I
takes
feel
a
like,
couple
too, yeah.
hours. We're all wrapped up.
Somebody suggested
Just tell the wife it's we're going to be back in 3 days.
one of your listeners suggested they just mine for Dogecoin or Bitcoin.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I bet they could find a couple of coin doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Could it not?
That would just be wrong, though.
What?
For them
just
to do
mining?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know.
So
I
you
know.
would
They
do
never,
that.
And the Department of Energy, they never do anything.
The federal government is above board on pretty much
almost everything.
Thank you.
There's only these few examples.
Are there a few?
There's just a couple here and there.
I can't think of them
where
right now.
they've stepped out of line or done something wrong.
All right.
Hey.
Well, let's go to Mike in Kentucky. Hi, Mike. You're on the Blaze.
Hey, love you guys. Bingo.
Nice.
Love you too.
Thank you, and good job. So where did your bingo happen?
Biden, why am I doing here?
Okay.
For lunch and not coming back for dinner.
Right.
L9000
Okay.
lasted longer than CNN, and
Right.
Jeffy, no kidding.
All right.
Thank you.
Good
Nice.
job, Mike. Thanks for listening. Appreciate having you here. Enjoy that $30 worth of merch because we're running a sale. Usually that's at $195, $95.99, and right now they're on sale for $30. Wow. The things, yeah.
So
$195, $95, $97.
Is that like a
$39
quintillion?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean,
so
you're welcome.
Yeah. I've been fighting hard, like Jeffy does for the podcast.
Sure,
I've been fighting hard to keep the prices down.
People appreciate that.
So we'll do another one. We'll do it if you don't despair. We've got more on the way next week. We'll
is there a place that
bingo
people
card.
could go if they wanted to get some of the merchandise on their own?
You know there is. It's patgrayshop.com.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Here all day. There's also a place to go if you want to get cookies. And this is a good way to take care of your dad early. Because for Father's Day, we've gone back to the a whole bunch of cookies that everybody was demanding that they come back. And so we did. And so the summer line of cookies is out, and you're going to love it. I mean, the salted caramel is back and a whole bunch of other flavors that I
That's
love.
one of my favorites. I know.
Yeah. Kexi.com if you want some delicious cookies.
Yeah, the official sponsor of At the Mike Show.
Nice.
This week's guest, the one and only Glenn Beck.
Oh, wow.
Is actually...
he agreed to do an interview?
Yeah, he did.
On your show?
Of course.
Wow, good.
Episode 100 at themikeshow.com.
It was because of the sponsor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When the cookies.
I
told him we had the official cookie. We have Kexi all over the room, and he came in here, and then I locked the door. He couldn't get out.
Kexi.com, KEKSI.com, if you'd like the best cookies ever made on this planet. Now, there was a rumor that somebody was making a better cookie on Alpha Centauri. Turned out not to be true. It was just not true.
We checked on that.
So Kexi's the best in the entire galaxy.
Yes. Yes, it is. All right. 888-900-3393. Then there's one other little thing we should probably promote, and that's called Pat Gray Overtime. And that's coming up. We drop that every day at 11, right? 11 Central Time?
Yeah.
Is when that shows up. So
a lot of laughs
watch
yesterday.
for that.
If you want to go back and hear us talk about a planet.
Hey, you were talking about the solar system, right?
Sure
yeah,
was.
Yeah. And the similarities between Neptune and another planet that's sometimes referred to it as its twin. So they took a closer look at Uranus. And we do mention that on the...
A couple times. It came up. Uranus came up a couple times.
Mine did?
Not yours.
We're like 4 years old.
I love it.
Because I know mine came up in a lot of social media comments.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Uranus came up?
Yes, it did.
Okay. All right.
So subscribe today, blazetv.com.
Do you still do the $10 thing with the offer code Pat?
I think, isn't there a bigger
Promo code
offer
Pat.
now? I mean, why would they tell us? I don't know.
I don't know.
Try, just type in
Check it
random
out,
words
and
so
you'll
you get a
get
discount.
some sort of massive discount.
Yeah. What was it though? It was, oh gosh, I heard the guy down the hall, the Glenn guy I just talked about, give a promo code the other day.
Oh, really?
What was that? It was
a special promo code.
Oh, Bidenflation. Yeah, but try Pat. Maybe that'll be better.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get a bigger discount.
Just sign up.
Yeah, just sign up. Yeah.
It's worth it.
Pretty
at
simple.
5 times the price. It really is. Look at this interesting set of graphs regarding the latest COVID numbers. This is really something. The COVID cases graph on the weekly cases. Do we have the graph available? Yep, there it is. As you see there. The COVID deaths are at their lowest point since this whole thing began. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the deaths are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
the middle.
deaths are still kind of high. It's like 102,000, but that's down from last week, which was 110,000. So that's going down. The deaths have gone down.
Right. You said deaths. You meant cases, right?
No. The cases were 110,000 last week or the week before. They're like 102,000 right now.
Yeah, and so the deaths are at their lowest point since the pandemic began.
Averaging about 284. So I think that's a day per day. But it was, at 4,000 at one point.
Oh, look at that. Not many people getting the booster shots. There's the vaccine rates.
Interesting.
Oh, but now you can get them for, what was it, 5 and under, or 5? What was it, the thing?
I think it's okay between the 5 and 12s.
5 and okay.
I don't know that they've okayed the.
Why would you do that?
Ones yet.
Seriously, why would you do it? Why would you do it? If you guaranteed that they were completely safe and there'd never be any problem with some kind of side effect, and there was proof positive of that, maybe then. But that's not the case. And we've been lied to every step of the way. I mean, we've told you from the beginning that there were problems with this. Mm-hmm. We told you from the beginning that mask wearing was nonsensical and didn't do a thing. Well, we got some stuff on that coming up, too. Pretty amazing. They just did a study in Europe. They've done a study here. It's just what we've been saying all along.
Even the New York Times finally just making an admission.
Incredible. All right. Libs of TikTok posted a video of a drag queen convention. Those are so fun. And here we are in Pride Month. It's so appropriate. This is great. All the things that are happening to make you proud. So there's a drag queen convention, and here kids dance on stage, and we're given money for their.
Do they bring people up
dances.
on stage, or are these actual performers?
Well, let's check it out.
Kids up.
No, they just bring.
Nice. Okay, good.
Oh yeah, come on up here and make some money. Oh, that's not grooming.
No, you're not grooming at all here. No. And who are these irresponsible
he's not dressed
adults?
in drag.
what I'm saying.
He's just dancing.
But it's a
It's a drag queen situation. He's being dragged into a drag queen situation. Jeffy thinks there's no problem with that.
No, Jeffy thinks it's just exercise.
Just
What?
a kid dancing for some cash.
Dancing with some drag queens.
I don't see grooming. I see dancing. What?
There's no way this is inappropriate.
See, look, he's just doing cartwheels.
Look at that, a cartwheel. He's having some fun up there. That's just good, clean, all-American fun.
All-American. Yeah.
Grooming? What? No.
There's actually an event here in Dallas coming up tomorrow. If you want to, it's called Drag Your Kid to. What is it right there? It says it right there. Drag your kid to some sort of event. If you want to, this is from a local group that's saying, "Hey, we need to show up there and protest this."
Drag your kids to Pride.
To Pride.
Yeah,
there it is. To Pride.
Duh, Keith.
And it's at
drag your kids to Pride.
So it's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
But they're not after our children.
Yeah.
Shut up about that. We even produced a song to make fun of you because you were saying that we were after your children.
Yeah.
And so
from 11 to 2 at 3333 Turtle Creek Boulevard in Dallas. If you want to, of course, show up and just have a good time. Like Jeffy would. Oh, no. Okay. Thank you for that.
We're coming for your children.
But that's just a fun song, Jeffy. That doesn't mean anything. Just a bunch of guys singing with
that's all it is.
With the eyes of serial killers.
That's all it is.
Ugh.
You didn't mention the Taco Bell Drag Brunch Tour. Drag Brunch Tour.
What is it
the
with
Taco Bell
everything?
Drag Brunch Tour. Now you missed the one in Las Vegas, and we missed the one in Chicago.
Really?
We missed the one in Nashville.
Are they coming here?
We've got New York coming up, and we've got Fort Lauderdale coming up.
Oh,
There's not one in Dallas.
Not in Dallas? Oh,
How about
shoot.
Fort Worth? We could go to Fort Worth
That's
all
what I'm
together.
aware of. They may be adding some dates at the Taco Bell Drag Brunch
What in
Tour.
the world is it with this drag? Oh, do you have since corporate America, of course, getting on board with Pride Month, do we have what that one company did, Rob, with the Groom with Pride? Groom with Pride. So it's a grooming company?
So you're admitting you're grooming.
I think they realized that doesn't...
Did they take it down?
Yeah, they took it down immediately. So whatever this company is it Everyman? I don't know. Anyway, there you go.
There you go.
Groom with Pride.
Coming for your children. We're coming for your children.
It's just a song. The guys are singing. What's the big deal?
Children.
They're just singing a song.
That's all. God, for your children.
Oh, that guy's got jazz hands in there. I never noticed that. Ugh.
They're just funning with us. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. Don't pass your gun control just yet, yo.
Golly. That's just good, clean, all-American fun.
I'm glad you're throwing that in there.
All-American
that's exactly
fun
what it is now.
Is what that is.
All-American fun.
Okay. If you're trying to sell your home,
yeah,
it can be a real challenge. It's hard. They're expensive. It's not like an impulse buy. You're standing there in the grocery store and give me that house.
That's a house.
Yeah, you don't do it that way.
No.
So a good realtor is really a must, and that's where Real Estate Agents I Trust come in. Glenn put this company together, and now has his team really carefully vet all the realtors that are involved. If they can't find an excellent realtor in a certain market, they just don't have one in that market. But we're pretty well covered. I think there's around 1,500 across the country. So if you want great service, if you want people that are going to stand by you, give you great advice, and see you through the whole process, Real Estate Agents I Trust is where to turn. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com. Wow. You're not going to believe. In Britain, where they're having the Jubilee for the Queen, 70 years.
Yeah, it's a celebration.
A bunch of planes just formed the number 70 in the sky.
Wow.
Look at that. They're doing it. They're showing it again because it was so cool. That is so great. What? Why can't we have a Jubilee? I want a Jubilee. Isn't somebody 96 years old and has been doing something for 70 years? Can't we just have...
Do you want the fly past in the shape of 96?
I can't. I don't understand the fascination with the British royal family.
It's the Queen.
Which, by the way, that's why we left.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing Fox News is dedicating 2 days of wall-to-wall programming here.
Nonstop, wall-to-wall.
Because there's nothing going on in this country. There's nothing going on here.
That's right. There's nothing going on.
So obviously you have plenty of time
It's not going to be just today. It's going to be all weekend.
There's more Saturday. There's more Sunday. This is only day 2.
Okay.
So
it's a Jubilee event.
Yeah. It's a 4-day Jubilee.
So.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but like you said, there's nothing going on here. So why not cover the Jubilee for 4 days?
What else are you going to do?
What else are you going to do?
Talk about breakfast foods all morning? No, of course not.
No. Also, John Hinckley is going completely free now. I thought this already happened, but did he have some restrictions?
He had to check in with his parole officer.
Well, why would you still monitor him?
Well, he's already done his time. It's over.
Did he kill the president?
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
He just tried to. And you know what Yoda said about that? No. Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Yes.
And that's why he was sent to prison.
Yeah.
He'll be free as of June 15th. Completely free.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Just in time for his big tour, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's doing the musical thing, right?
And that's good for him because
That
now
sell out?
he'll have the groupies and stuff, and he won't have the awkward conversation backstage about the ankle monitor. He can just say, no, look, I'm a free man.
Right.
I believe that starts mid-July, his little tour.
Good for him. Yeah. Good for him. All right. Just nutty enough to be obsessed with Jodie Foster and try to shoot the President of the United States just to get her attention.
And
hey,
it wasn't
Jody,
just
see
the
what I
president.
did for you?
Right, it wasn't just the president, right?
No, he shot
2 or 3
James
people,
Brady.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And others.
Yeah.
Brady was badly
for
injured.
forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so was the president.
Changed
it was
his
way
life.
worse than we thought at first. He was on the brink.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Hinckley must have used an AK.
No, actually, he did not.
AK-47 or some kind of AK rifle because
no AK at all.
I feel like Reagan's lung about shot out of his body.
Oh, so it was a 9mm.
So, yeah, it was a 9mm.
It might have been a 9mm, but it was not an AR.
Huh.
You know, you got that weapon of war, the AR-15, with a 223 in it. Yeah, that's frightening stuff. The AR-15 will blow somebody's head off. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I'm not. Well, I am now, but I wasn't.
We just found that out, that it will blow your head clean off.
You don't need that.
Nobody needs that.
You don't need that.
Who needs the kind of a weapon that's going to decapitate somebody?
Let's be honest. If the deer are wearing Kevlar vests, I do want it to blow the head off.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that way you wouldn't have to cut it off yourself.
That's correct.
Might be convenient that
I want
way.
the deer to drop.
Who was it that was just saying it will blow your head off? I don't know.
Someone was.
There's so
they
much
did say it, though,
gun
yes.
talk going on, though. Oh, see, it was NPR. NPR claimed the AR-15 is capable of beheading people.
Okay.
Gotta
By
be
itself? I mean, it just stands up and starts beheading people?
Well, yeah, because it's the gun, not the person. Okay. We all know that. Don't start your right-wing BS with me, my
I'm
friend.
starting to sense a
Don't
little of
even
that,
do
too.
it, right? Were you? Yeah. You caught it, Keith?
I don't care for it.
Thank you. I don't care for it
so
at all.
You obviously don't care about safety.
NPR claimed Tuesday that an AR-15 rifle is capable of beheading people.
Awesome.
And Daily Caller spoke to a few experts who, to put it bluntly, said the claim is bull stuff. Stuff that comes out of a bull's back end.
Huh?
Essentially.
Well, I can't
the outlet published a piece focusing on the Uvalde tragedy. The coroner who discussed the horrors of identifying the victims and the Robb Elementary School shooting. Of course, it left 19 children dead and 2 teachers. The AR-15, which is the weapon used by the gunman at Robb Elementary, is designed to blow targets apart. It's a weapon built for war. No, No,
Not
it isn't.
really.
As we told you yesterday, it's the M14A or the M141 or what is it? What is the weapon of choice for the military? It's an M1.
I'll get back to you. Somebody messaged me yesterday.
But it most definitely is not that.
It's not that. It's a weapon built for war, and when fired, get this, when fired into a human adult body, its bullets travel with such fierce velocity that they can decapitate a person or leave a body looking like a grenade went off in there, according to Peter Ree, a trauma surgeon.
Yeah, well, Peter, that was a movie. That was a movie, Peter.
That
wasn't real life.
Jeez.
M4A1.
M4A1.
Thank you to Trevor Hallbrook.
Okay.
Reaching out for that.
All right. Just some scary stuff going on. And these guns are among the scariest things that are happening in America right now. And so fortunately, our Congress is trying to take care of us, where once they do this, there's not going to be any more shootings.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be over then. So that'll be good.
Awesome.
Yeah, they'll have taken care of this
That's
situation.
good to know.
And they'll have done something. So
do something. Great. Well, something has to be done.
Something has to be done.
And if you say, do something like this, then you know they're serious and they know what they're talking about. And they're really passionate. And so you got to side with them.
I see.
Damn it to hell, we've got to do something this time. When they say it like that,
yeah,
it's like, oh, wow, he's right. We better do something. Because if he said, damn it to hell, we got to do something, then we wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so they all have that growl in their voice.
Right.
That kind of shows you
You
they're
make a
serious
great point
this
about
time.
President Biden, though, with his "in God's name."
Yeah, yeah.
For God's sake, yeah.
He does that all the time.
He sure
almost
does.
in every speech.
He sure does.
Yeah, and it's awful. It's really bad. It's unbecoming. It's against one of the 10 Commandments. As a matter of fact. So.
I mean, are they absolute?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what book you're reading.
Really good question, though, Jeffy. A really good question. Is that one really absolute?
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No. By the way, it looks like Vladimir Putin was treated for cancer in April.
Whoa.
According to U.S. intelligence, Vladimir Putin's health is a subject of intense conversation inside the Biden administration after the intelligence community produced its fourth comprehensive assessment at the end of May. The classified U.S. report says Putin seems to have reemerged after undergoing treatment in April for advanced cancer, according to 3 U.S. intelligence leaders who have read the reports. The assessments also confirmed that there was an assassination attempt on his life in March. High-ranking officials who represent 3 separate intelligence agencies are concerned Putin's extremely and increasingly paranoid about his hold on power, a status that makes for a rocky and unpredictable course in Ukraine. But it is one, they say, that also makes the prospects of nuclear war less likely. That's interesting.
I feel it would be more like
I would
desperate,
too.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Putin's grip is strong, but no longer absolute, according to one of them. The jockeying inside the Kremlin has never been more intense during his rule. Everyone sensing that the end is near. For him, I guess, in his life, not the war.
I mean, we're coming up. This is 100 days, right? Either today or tomorrow is 100 days of this Russian invasion. And there's been reports of him, of that, the cancer treatment. He was supposed to go in the surgery, then we never heard anything, and we get other reports coming out. I don't know they say they
You don't know what to believe.
I feel like it really could be disinformation coming from the Kremlin.
I think so, too. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Zelensky just said that Russia controls 20% of the country.
Right.
Wow. Really? They've made those kinds of inroads now?
Well, let them have it and let's end it.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to do that.
Well,
he says they're not going to get 1 inch of Ukrainian territory.
Yeah.
And he's pissed that people are trying to push him into that.
You know what? If you can do it without
right.
without any more of our money,
right,
have at it.
What are we, $40 to $60 billion into it now?
I don't want you to lose another inch either.
Me neither.
But do it without us.
Yeah. Well, he can't. That's the thing. They can't. Let me tell you about preborn, though. This is something we can do to save lives. in the U.S., murder's become really a wholesale business since Roe v. Wade. And yes, it was maybe overturned, but all that does is throw everything back to the states. So it's going to continue one way or the other. It will continue. And 63 million babies have already been lost. Help us put a stop to the carnage. Preborn and Blaze Media are partnering to help rescue 50,000 babies from abortion in 2022. So this is so critical because what they do, it sounds too simple to be true. But when they show the woman the ultrasound, it brings everything home to them. And 80% of the time, they choose life.
I mean, you know how you feel when you see your children for the first time.
Yes, exactly right. And you see the baby formed. You hear the heartbeat. It's compelling, and it changes minds 80% of the time. And when the mother does choose life, then they go into gear to provide maternity and baby clothes, diapers, car seats, all the things the expectant mother is going to need, and they do that free of charge. So your donation is critical. If you can afford $1, please do that. If you can afford $28, that buys one ultrasound for a woman and could save a baby's life. $144 buys 5 ultrasounds. So to donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
Pat Gray.
Oh, one more comment on the Jubilee. Mm-hmm. The Queen's Jubilee.
Anybody wants to be there, baby.
You bet they do. Tom Cruise was there, and he mentioned his movie, so now Brits are all pissed at him. How dare you mention Top Gun?
This isn't just a promotion.
When we're celebrating the Queen. What? Really?
They're not celebrating World Environment Day? Because that's coming up on Sunday. Is that not what this is all about?
Oh, no, they shouldn't have.
What are you going to do?
We'll tie it in. You can bet Chuck will tie it in.
They should not have scheduled it, though, during this time. But I read a couple of things on the cost. I've seen a low estimate of about 50 or 60 million. I've seen high estimates of $1 billion this is costing.
Can't put a price on the celebration.
Thank you. That's right. That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
70 years of service to the crown. Okay. Can't put a price on that.
She's the longest serving monarch in history, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken. Yeah. You are 100% correct.
Okay.
Wow.
And she will not leave. She's waiting for Chuck to tip over, man. She doesn't want to.
She might outlast Chuck.
I mean,
she might.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
Prince Chuck.
I mean, William is the one. William is the one.
They want him bad.
William and Kate, let them have it.
Yeah, be kind of cool to see a king and queen on the throne. I don't know what they do. I think they do some ribbon cutting.
So dumb.
And when they cut ribbons, you think, wow, that's a king cutting a ribbon. That's really good. That's cool. That is cool. You know what else? We're paying for about 80 palaces for these people. And it only cost us billions a year. And it's so worth it because they have no power whatsoever. But it's really fun to pretend that we continue to be a monarchy. It's really fun.
You know what? You just celebrate the Jubilee and shut up,
I know,
okay?
Right. Oh, man. Then you've got Iceland trotting out a service that lets horses reply to work emails while you're on vacation.
This is awesome.
Let horses reply to work emails.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sounds like a kind of a good idea.
It does, doesn't it?
Sounds like some of the emails we received from coworkers already.
This is apparently a world first out-horse your email service.
That is hilarious.
Look at that keyboard.
They have a super big keyboard that a horse...
Oh, that's not a really small horse?
No.
That's a big keyboard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good question, though, because it
sure
could have been the other way around.
Questions. That's
Good
what I
job,
do.
Jeffy.
But it's designed to encourage travelers to switch off and take an uninterrupted trip to the country.
Oh, I'm there.
Using a large keyboard mat, the gated horses are able to walk, trot, canter, tolt, and pace their way across the keyboards.
All right. I like it.
I hope they're plugged.
Not surprisingly, yeah. Not surprisingly, the result is nonsense replies to corporate contacts with examples listed as pefejibfe.
There it is, yeah. Right there. You see it?
See, that's awesome. That's going to make a good book. This is going to make
and other words.
This is going to be a great book, all the responses from the horses.
But that was good. Corby just played. It's kind of like a transcript from a Joe Biden speech. What was it?
Oh, let's hear it.
I was going to put him.
There it is, right there.
That's it.
That's really good.
We've translated the horse speak. That's tremendous.
Hold on. So, wait, there's a person quoted in this story. What is the name of this individual? Yeah, good luck.
Is it Dog? Sigurdur Dog.
Oh, there she is, right there. Sigurdur Dog Guru Musmasenvidur. Had a visit Iceland.
At Sigadog.
Wow.
At Sigadog.
That's a fun language right there.
That is an awesome idea. I mean, that should be done. There's another one. I mean, there's multiple horses answering. This is definitely, chapter 1 is the white horse. Chapter 2, I mean, this is a great idea. This needs to be done here.
I think it's a right for people to have bad health care.
That's one of the horse
That's a translation
printouts right there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bad calf care. Uh-huh.
We need to do that. That needs to be the horse translation. Show the email, a response, and then have it translated audio. That's awesome.
Yes. Let's see. That's not it.
Hey, I was wondering if you're going to get those charts I needed.
And then you have
the horse response, and then it gets translated to audio, which is.
I was going to put him.
Yeah. Do you tell the person before if anybody emails me while I'm in Iceland, I'm having a horse respond for me? Like, do you even tell them, or do you just?
No, I don't think you tell them. No way.
Let it unfold.
Yeah.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently, we're going to have virtual babies within 50 years, too.
Good.
According to an AI expert.
Why not?
In the not-so-distant future, those looking to expand their families may opt to do so with the help of artificial intelligence. The average American child costs parents more than $230,000 by the time they reach the age of 17.
Oh.
But a digital kid could have all its needs met for less than $25 a month. Well, that's great.
Well, you could have both, right? You could have your real human family if you wanted it, but of course you're going to want a family in the metaverse, right?
Oh God!
Of course,
you're going to want a family in the metaverse.
Yeah, take it.
So by the time they reach high school age with the digital kid, it's only $5,100.
Oh, what a bargain!
That's great.
What a bargain!
That's great.
And then if they don't clean their meta room, you could just kick them out?
Meta spank them.
Meta spank them.
The New York Post says, amid poverty, disease, epidemics, climate change,
there it is,
and overcrowding, experts worry that the estimated 11 billion people that will populate Earth by 2100 won't get the food, healthcare, and other essential resources they need for survival. Mm-hmm. That's a real concern for would-be parents. I don't know if you guys have put any thought into that. But
I haven't.
It's a real concern.
One of the concerns I have is that if that's true, then we haven't adapted and overcome anything. Mm-hmm. We're just slugs.
Yeah, nothing's changed between now and the year 2100. And so I
find that hard to believe.
Yeah, it's stupid. We're going to come up with answers to stuff. I mean, look at what we've come up with in the last 50 years technologically. Yeah. It's unbelievable. You watch Star Trek, especially the old ones, and it's like, we have better than that now, let alone, 2285 or whenever it took place.
Do you think we're going to keep advancing? Because we have people that, similar to who were featured in the Matt Walsh movie, What is a Woman? And when you see clips of these kind of people, you wonder, are we really going to advance? Have we peaked? I feel that we've peaked already, actually.
Let's see an example of what we're dealing with right now in the current environment. Here's a little peek at some of what Matt Walsh put together for his movie.
Male gametes. That's what makes me male.
No, your sperm don't make you male.
No. Then what does?
It's a constellation.
In reality, in truth. Okay.
Whose truth are we talking about?
The same truth that says we're sitting in this room right now, you and I.
That's great.
You're not listening.
If I see a chicken laying eggs and I say that's a female chicken laying eggs, did I assign female, or am I just observing a physical reality that's happening in the world?
Does a chicken have gender identity? Does a chicken cry?
Well,
Does a chicken commit suicide? Let's
What does that have to do
frame
with-
it, because you're trying
A chicken has sex like any biological
chicken has
organism.
an assigned gender,
Uh-huh.
but a chicken doesn't have a gender identity.
So we assign female to chickens when they lay eggs?
We assume they're female if they lay eggs.
We assume. Wow, she's not getting it.
You're not getting it.
All right, I know.
You're not getting it,
I
my
know.
friend.
Does a chicken commit suicide? I don't know. I know what it would sound like if it did. It'd be
That'd be a sad sound.
That would be a sad thing.
Wouldn't it? Darn it.
Now, there was another truth video from Matt Walsh as well.
Oh, no.
All right.
I haven't seen the entire film yet.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
but
I am too.
But this clip here will maybe open your eyes a little bit.
Okay, cool.
On truth.
Well, I'm not even talking about social context. I'm just trying to start by getting to the truth, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really uncomfortable with that language of like getting to the truth again.
Pause it.
In social life.
Why?
Yeah, I'm really uncomfortable with that language. Getting to the truth. The truth makes me very uncomfortable. It does. The truth.
I told you.
Maybe you should have a little bit more conversation.
We've peaked.
Isn't that telling of what's going on right now? The truth makes him really uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry. Then you need to go home. Okay? You shouldn't be out in public. You should not be out at all. Let's see the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really uncomfortable with that language of like getting to the truth again in social life.
Why is that uncomfortable?
Because it sounds actually deeply transphobic to me. And if you keep
Wait, the
probing,
truth is
we're gonna stop the
transphobic?
interview.
If I probe about what the truth is?
You keep invoking the word truth, which is condescending and rude. I'm saying to you,
how is the word truth condescending and rude?
why don't you tell me what your truth is? And you're walking on 30 seconds more than ice before I get up.
You're walking on 30 seconds more than ice before I get up.
I would love to hear Matt's response to that. I guess I'll have to get the movie.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What is a woman, Matt Walsh?
I've
heard nothing but great things about the whole
Yeah,
film.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. He's a really smart guy. And what we've seen there, really well done. But this is what they've done. Tell me, what is your truth? I don't have a truth. The truth doesn't belong to me. It just is, okay? I don't make universal law. I just live by it. And I'm just telling you the truth is the
transphobic,
truth.
white males,
Wow.
cisgendered.
Yeah, I know. And look at the language and the responses they've developed to get around reality.
Yeah.
Wow, we've really let this get out of hand.
So can a chicken commit suicide, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chickens can kill themselves in a lot of different ways. I
does
read
that
about
mean?
it last night, actually. Yeah. They're stupid.
Oh.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but the chickens are stupid.
But they're not, though.
Yeah, they really are. They really are.
Only
That's true.
on the Blaze Radio Network.